Hello, good evening, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon. I'm super excited to be among you this evening. Let's start off today. Today we don't have a particular slide to show because we'll be doing a lot of stuff concerning the computer and the well-being, healthy living, and a lot of things that the organization has put in place for us to do. Because we are sort of running closer to the time, I want to see if we can give opportunity for us to just overview, look around what we'll be doing. And apart from that, as we are going along and you feel there are things you are not confident in doing, you don't have confidence in doing, you don't have, you are not sort of bold enough to carry on the action when it comes to surfing online or using the computer, you can please send me an email or send me a message to our group so that we'll take a look at that. And at the same time, as we are going through everything about, not everything per se, the basic knowledge we need to know about going online, surfing, working on Microsoft Word. As we'll be going through that today, if you feel there is any question you want to ask, you don't need to sort of wait because I do not have slide for us to look into today. But just as I show you the Microsoft Word program, you let me know whichever bit you do not understand, and that will sort of make us take a look at it again instead of just moving on and pretending as if we know what we are doing, you know. Today, we're going to, first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Owa Ajibola, and we are the Thought Foundation, and this is the project that have to do with elderly upskilling. Elderly Digital Upskilling Project is a project that is sponsored by the National Lottery. So I'm super proud to be part of it. And I welcome you to this platform once more again. Let's quickly dive into the Microsoft Word. I'm going to launch it so that you see how I go about that. Before doing that, I hopefully going to share my screen so that as I'm going about it, you will see what I am doing. Okay. Let me see how I will do this sharing of my screen. Right. I want to see if you can see me properly. Go to Word. Hopefully you can see my Word now. Yeah. Yes. I'll first of all start with the file area. We are going to do them briefly. I'll walk along it towards this end because this is what we'll be doing. Wherever I will stop, I stop. If I can continue next week, because we just have a few more weeks to go, then if we can't finish everything, because I'm going to go bit by bit, as in not in details, but as in touching every bit of it. So if we can't finish this week, we'll finish next week, fine. If not, we'll have something else to do next week. So I'll go to the file area. Where we go on file, you see what I just touched. I was doing it so smartly and it took me off this screen that I want to be on. We've got up here file. We've got home, which is where we are now. We've got insert. We've got draw. We've got design. We've got layout. We've got references. We've got mailings. We've got review. We've got view, and we've got help. All these are what the package we have in the program. What is different section of the Microsoft program or Word program? You know, when you want to work in this particular area, which is, as you can see it, it is blank. You need to have idea of every bit of this little by little, so that you'll be able to work with confidence in this particular blank space in the Microsoft Word. If you do not have idea, you don't know how it works, and you wouldn't know how it functions. If you don't know any of the functions of any of the keys, how do you compute it? So this is the purpose of what we'll be doing. Is a basic skill that even if you can't do any other thing, but for you to handle this type of computer laptop, you must be able to go on this particular, know those bits. If not, you will not be able to type in piece, as in understand. Nobody will understand your typing, because you cannot edit, you cannot put things inside, you cannot print, you cannot do some mailings, which I didn't really treat during our time, because mailing is more details, you know. It's only when you want to start using it for administrative purpose, that is when you start doing mailings. But apart from that, we have layout, we have design, we have review, and all those help. Maybe you have difficulties in you are searching for a particular thing in Word and you do not know what to do. This help is there to play. There's a question mark. I clicked on it now because I know you've really not seen this before. We've not treated this. This is where a question mark is help. Depending on the desktop you are using. Right now, I am using review. Sorry, I'm using Dell. This is what I'm using. Is it Dell? I have a lot of computer. Okay, this is what I'm using. I'm using Dell, you know, at the moment. And you can call a support team with this help button. There is help here. You type what you want your help from. What aspect do you want help from? You type it in this search button. If you can see something like, what is it called? A magnifier is just by the side there. You can type here what you want. Maybe you want page numbering. Page numbering. You can put page numbers, for example. Even before you start typing, it will come up. By the time you click on it, you finish typing, you say enter. Everything about page numbering will be by the side there. You'll be able to read and know how to use the page numbering. So most of you that is working on the Word and you forgot what you wanted, the action you want to carry out, you can either you search for it on the internet, or you can go to your desktop, your Microsoft desktop, and type in what you want that have to do with the Word program. Is that okay? Okay, so let's start with a file now before we go in details with this. In every action you are doing, whenever you've typed in this particular Microsoft Word, if you've typed something there, if you don't save, you lost all you've typed in. So the basic thing you need to know is how do you save your work and where do you save it in? Very important. How do you save your work and where do you save it in? That is why we have file. There are other functions under file, and those functions under file tells you what to, where to save to, and all that. I'm going to click on it now. I'm going to touch it now. If you take a look at what I'm doing, my cursor is blinking there. You are going to right click on it. Sorry, I'm going to left click on it. And immediately I left click on it with this, my finger, I click on the left button because there are two buttons in your computer. Two of them, you use this to click the left button. Immediately you do that, where your cursor is, you will see home will be at. I know you can see it. I don't know if I've magnified it enough, because sometimes I think that's the maximum it can go here now. So what you can see here is home. When you click on that, you see home, you see new, you see open, you see info, you see save, you say save as. I will start with new. If you want to open a new, maybe you're already working on a Microsoft Word and you want to open a new Word program, you can click on this button. If I click here now, another word will come out. This same program that I've opened, another one will come out. That's the essence of having this new here. Is a word program. Another word program will be added. So what else do we have to do? We have open. This particular button gives you opportunity to open a folder. A folder is where you save information in. In order to organize your work, you have a place called folder. It's just like a folder you have at home. Maybe you have a wallet folder or a plastic folder. You put all your stuff in that folder. Why do you do that? To organize your work. Why do you do that? So that when you are looking for it, you will not be everywhere, but the same or similar information can be put in a folder, a particular wallet at home, or a shelf. So it's just like you're organizing your item in a shelf or in a wallet. So that's the purpose of this what is it called, open a new folder. So there is another bit which I want you to look at here. We have save. We have save as, so I'll skip some because it's not relevant at this particular moment. We are doing the basic. So when you be writing, when you go to file, if you want to save your item, you'll be writing on the word. You've typed so many things there and you need to save it. If you click on save, that means you've already saved it before. You've done the save as, So when you want to save file first time, go to save as. So when you click on save as, it takes you to a particular a place that will ask you, where do you want to save it? You want to save in your desktop so that you can easily see it? Or do you want to save in your documents? There are some area you call documents. Or do you want to save it elsewhere, other downloaded documents? There are different ways of saving. But for a starter, I always tell people, it's good you save in your desktop so that even when you forget it, you can easily look at your desktop. Immediately you on your computer, everything will be open there. You save in your desktop, but later on, you transfer it to a location that will make, or you put it, organize it in a proper folder. From the desktop, you can label another folder and transfer it down there. The reason why we do that is simply because you want your desktop to be very neat and clear of different items. So now you've saved your document. What else do you do? Anytime you type, you've opened the document, maybe you did some work on it today, and tomorrow you want to top it up with another work. What do? You need to continue to save, because despite that you save it, it's now in a folder and you are not adding more work to read. If you don't click on this save, that is where we have save and save as. If you don't click on this particular save, that your work will not be saved at that particular moment. And when, for example, your computer turn off, all what you'll be writing will dismiss, or you'll not be able to retrieve it. That is the purpose of doing save. So did you see I click save as? This is what came out. Where do I want to save? I've clicked the save as now. Do you want to save in your OneDrive? That's another area, is a cloud area. Do you want to save it in this PC, which it entails a lot of location? Do you want to browse? Do you want to add a place? So there are different, look, desktop, which I always tell you to save at, is here. So if you have your work now, you can easily click on desktop. If I click on desktop, this is my desktop. A lot of information is already there. What you basically do is to type in what you want to save, the title and say save. Everything will be saved there for you. But always remember the title you used to save it, so that when you are looking for it next time, you'll be able to retrieve it. So maybe if you are working on maybe how would I, okay, let me give an example. Maybe you working, all the information there is about kitchen items. You know, every information you are doing things about kitchen item. For example, if you want to save it, you can title it kitchen items, so that when you are looking for it next time, you'll be able to know that it is similar, synonymous to the title you gave to it. So the information in the folder is synonymous to the title you gave to it. So we have saved now. Now we are saved. Let's go back to the other bit. So we are now done with this bit file. Yeah. So we are now going to go back to home. Under home, there are a lot of information that you'll be amazed. How did you manage to get all this? You know, in the home, we have paste. You remember when we write something, for example, I'm typing something now. I'll have to highlight it. You know how we highlight? You press down your left key, you drag with your right hand, left key down, your left mouse, yeah, key in your mouse, then you drag with your left, your other finger, you know, towards where you want to highlight. When you've done that, then you right click. A menu will be at. A menu bar will be, a bar will be at, or a menu will be at. You click on copy or cut. If I click on cut, you see it's gone. Then I want to put it down because I'm not copying, I'm cutting off. So I want to paste it now. There are different ways of pasting. Mostly those of you that have what is it called? You have a diagram. You know, there was a time I was discussing with a friend, you know, they've copied, we were in a class actually, they've copied a particular what is it PowerPoint program they sent to her. But when they want to paste, if they click on the wrong pasting and that item is not getting off, it's not, you will not see it when you paste it. Because what is supposed to be, they are supposed to paste it as an object, as a diagram. If you copy a diagram, you paste it so that it works with a diagram program. Like here, if you this is keep source formatting, you understand. If you say keep mesh formatting is there, keep source formatting is there, mesh formatting is there. Picture, when it is picture, you can click on picture, the picture will come out really nice. The another one is keep text. You know, maybe in a situation, for example, you have a test. Sorry, it just went up because I admitted someone in. For example, if you have an object, you feel like, I'll copy this again so that you see. You have, for example, you have an object like this. You've copied an object, this is a written word actually, and you want to paste it. You have picture, you have written work, you know, and you want to paste, you don't want the object to follow it, you just want to do only the text. So you can copy and leave aside the drawing, the diagram. By the time you click on keep text only, just the text will be out for you to see where you are, the destination you are taking it to. So that is about copy, that is about paste. So now we know how to do pasting because there are different options. Keep source formatting, that is where you are copying from. You keep the source, it will remain the same with where you are copying from. Another one is mesh formatting. It means the source you are coming from and where you are going to, you mesh them so that both of them will be the same. So it will not be different. So you are indirectly saying when you've copied from another destination, when you want to paste it, everything remains the same with where the destination you are going to. Picture, I've said that before, your picture, then keep text. This is what I just treated. Put the text only and let the diagram go. But you've copied both of them, but you don't want the diagram to appear. So that is that. So let's go to cut. This is what I just did. This, for example, is a written word. This is just a dummy. We are just using this to practice. I've written this and I want to copy or I want to cut. If you want to cut, you highlight it. You know how to highlight. Press down your, push down, press down your left mouse button like this. Then don't move, take that particular finger away. You now use another in your index finger, the middle finger, to drag along. Just push. You don't need to fight with it. Let your hand be free. Just pull along, drag along. If you find out that you've done it, is not everything is not going, click outside the written word. Like this, I have clicked outside the written word. This is my mouse. I click outside. I go back again. Put your mouse icon just at the beginning of or behind where you want to cut or copy. Cut or copy. So when you have it there, you press your left mouse button down. Then you use your index finger, which is this middle finger. You click it on it. Don't take off the left button that you just clicked that. Do not take it off. Then use the index to drag along. Whichever, even if it's one page you want to do, is very smart and swift. When you start, just drag along and it goes. Just so simple. Keep practicing it. It takes time for some people to get it. Some might get it right away, and some might get it when they've done it 10 times. Some might get it 20 or whatever time. So keep doing it. It doesn't really mean everybody's skill is different. So when you've done that, what do you now do? You now, look, my hand is off, but it's still highlighted because when I've dragged it, I took my two hands at the same time off. When you've done that, what do you do? I don't know why my internet is unstable. Although, can you hear me, everyone? Can you hear me? Please give me thumbs up if you can hear me. Thank you. So by the time you've highlighted that, what else do? You have to go on your mouse button again, not left click this time, you right click, just like me. When you right click, don't forget, this is what happened to me. Now I right click when my cursor is not within the highlighted area. When your cursor is not in the highlighted area, what happened? You find out that, thank you, you find out that immediately you want to do it, it goes off, and that's not what we want, isn't it? So let's try to see what will happen now. I'm going to, I've highlighted it now. I'm using my mouse to click because my cursor is inside. So I'm cutting. Is either you are cutting or you are copying. I just cut. Let me copy now. I'll paste it and I will not copy again now. I've highlighted it again. Then I'm going to copy. When I copy, I have it instead in the original place. But when I click outside, I cannot paste wherever I want to paste in. Look, I have double of what I have written. So that's about the copy, cut, paste, you know, in the clipboard. So we are still under home. So then let's go to all these buttons. This is for bold. I have written all this. What do? I'll highlight it again. I want to make it bold. I click on bold. You can see there is a difference between the top one and the bottom one. The difference is that, let me increase the size, front size, so that you see. So this, the difference that I'm going to increase the font size, yeah. You can see there is a difference between this color and this color. This is lighter, while the other one is darker. This is darker and this is lighter, because when you bold, anything you bold, it means it goes darker and it is more bolder. So we've done this, and there's another icon at the bottom, this middle way. This icon is called italic. Italic is making the your written words to look a little bit different. It will be not straight per se, but a little bit bent. I'm going to show it to you. That's the layman way of looking at it. I'm going to click on it, and so you see the effect on this work. You see the difference? I'll remove it again so that you know what I'm talking about. I've taken it off. I'll put it back. You see it is a little bit bent. It's not straight anymore. No, I'm doing this now. See, I can put it for, just wash it. You might not see it, and it's not very, very obvious, but look at it. By the time I take it off, it's going off. By the time I put it on again, you notice that it's a little bit bent. It's not straight. These are what we use to make our work distinct, our work, make it different. Maybe you'll be writing straight word at the heading. At the bottom, you want to change some part to be italic, so that people will be able to notice that there is a difference between those letters, and take more significant and make it read significant meanings to it. You know, they tend to understand there is something you are trying to bring out in that particular writing. So this is what people use to different font size people use to make their work standard. We've got this, and I'm going to underline this word so that you see how it looks like. Yes. This U here, after the italic, the U here it means underline. And there are different types of underlining. Where you click on this, you see bold, tiny one. Can you see it? So look at a broken line, dotted line, zigzag line. There are different lines you can use. Not only will you use that line, you can also color the line. Maybe I'm writing now, I want to make my line a little blue. I can do that, and I now try to fill it with a color. See, at the bottom of that drop down, there is different color. So I can decide to say, I want to color it red, which I just did. I have colored this red. I can decide to change the color again of my underlining word. I can change it. I'll click the coloring pot is really at the bottom of the underline. So remember, the U there means under. It means underline. So don't forget. And the big bold B there is bold. The I in between is italic, just to change the font size. Okay, I'm going to change my color now to another color. I like purple. Since everything I'll put in there is purple, purple, purple. You notice that now. So this is the color I just changed it to. And I can still change to another color again, depending on what I want to do. So let me see what this will go give me now. Let me see if I can give it a more bolder color that it will be easily noticed. What color could that be? That's the only color that should be red. Okay. I've changed this to red. Now you can see it is red underneath it. So this is all what you do to bring out your writing, to beautify it, to make it bold, depending on what type of writing you are into. And we have what we call another font size. They call this font. This font has different ones, which we can choose and pick from depending on what you are writing. But a formal writing, most people have known to be using Time New Roman. When you are writing official writing, you don't need to put too much of artistic letter writing. You can use areas. We can use any of the areas. You can use Time Roman. So those are the two popular ones that people always use when they are doing some writing, you know. So, but there are lots here which I will show you to you. So you see how it works when it comes to changing the font size with letters. So I'm going to change, just watch what is happening in this bit. You can see it's happening by the side, but it's amazing. Just look at it. I'm starting from a calibre light. Look at that. Did you see? Look at this bit. This bit, this is what you'll be looking at, this bit. If you can see me, this bit that my cursor is going. Okay. This is the time one. You see that? It has changed. Let me change it to something else. Did you see the letters have changed here? You watch this area. As well as this. I like to look for a very standing out one. Okay. Did you see the letter here have changed? Look at the difference between this and this. So this basically is to give you different fonts. And apart from that, you see, when I was trying to make it bold, I decided to increase the font size. Did you see how I increased the font size? I'm going to make it even more bolder than that. You see how it goes. Did you see that? Can you? You see how big the letter have turned into? You can easily see. So depending on who you are writing for and what the message you are passing across, that will show you what to exactly what to do there. So this is it. With this, can make your letter very tiny, or you can make it big. So I'm going to change it to 8. You see, you can't hardly see what I've written. I can even change it to 2. You see that it will be very tiny. You see, it's very tiny. So let's change it to a more bigger number so that we'll be able to see what's going on. You see, as I'm increasing it, the number is increasing. As I'm increasing it, the number is increasing. I'm decreasing it, it is decreasing. So this is the purpose. You know, if the letter is too small, you can change it. And all these letters over here, we have ascending, increase font size, decrease font size. Let's try the increase font size. This A here, there is different arrow, one arrow going down and arrow going up on top of the A, immediately after your font size. This 2A here they are doing different function. You can see different A's, but the A at the top here is doing different function. Please take note of that. This A here, you will see what it does to, okay. By the time I keep on clicking, instead of increasing your font size by this, you can keep doing this, it will be increasing. And you now find that, look, it is 140 now. It's a very, very big number there. You can't find out that, you now find out that this is too big and you want it to sort of reduce, you know, you don't want the letters, the characters to be so big. You can start clicking on this other a capital letter A that is on the right hand side. So by the time you keep clicking down, you see it is reducing. You see, it has come back to its normal size. And if you go back again, you start increasing it. So those tools are there, 1 year, for increasing, for decreasing, increasing, decreasing. So just figure it out, try to play with it, you see what happens. Another significant thing you need to know is that maybe you've written in small letter and you want to change it to uppercase. There is a way of going around it. Instead of deleting, if you've written a page of a letter, for example, and you were writing and carried away, you wrote everything in capital letter, you know, and now you find out that what have I done? Did I just finish all this letter in capital letter? You don't need to cancel everything you've written. You do not need to delete. At that particular instant, what you need to do is to know the purpose of all the front, the purpose of those icons in Microsoft Word, which is where you are writing on. So that is the purpose of what we are doing now. So if you now get on that, you say, oh, there is a capital letter A and there is a small letter, which is a lowercase letter a. So those capital and lowercase letter a, they are together, very close to that increase and decrease on the top here. You click on it, a menu, a drop down menu will be out. When you see the drop down menu, you determine what you want to do. Have you written in small letter? Do you want to change it to a capital letter? Do you want to change from lowercase to capital letter or vice versa? So the first one, we have sentence case. There are different ways of writing, actually. Some people can write and say, I want all the letters to be capital letter and the other one to be small letter. There are different things you can do in this particular place. So let's quickly look at the lowercase and the uppercase. Remember, this thing is written, most of them is written in capital letter in this our sample work. So I want to change it to small letter, small case letter, lowercase, I mean. I want to change it to lowercase letter. What do? I'll quickly go on this. I click where it's written lowercase. You wash out, just wash. Before I do that, let me increase the font size so that you see what I'm doing. Okay, I've increased it now. Go back. I want to change it to lowercase. There's a lowercase drop down there. I click on lowercase. Did you see everything I've changed to lowercase? So that is how it works. It used to be in capital letter. I have changed it to a lowercase. So that has been done there. Okay, let's try to see what this is used for. At the top there, we have what we call a rubber. Can you see a rubber? It's like a rubber and a capital A with something like red there. You know, what do you use that for? You use it to take away formatting from the selection. Maybe you've used a formatting. When we say formatting, when you put color, when you put different things, this is what you use to cleanse it, as in is a cleaner. We call it, children will say rubber in school. Is a cleaner. You use it to wipe off all the things you've done. Did you see that? I just wipe. Immediately I click, it keep on taking away my last formatting. You understand? I will see if I will make it more. Okay, let me go to the capital letter each case now. Or I'll go to doggo case. You know, there are different names that are there. Doggo case is for you to start, as the name implies, for you to start with a capital, you double it. Some will start with small letter and a capital letter mixture in the word. Okay, I have got a doggo case here. I want to clean the formatting now. I want to clean the formatting. You see, change the first formatting that I've done. It changed it to a normal little one because that was the first one I have done. So this is how it works. There are lots of things to learn here. I'm trying to increase the font size. So we've done the rubber now. We've done bold, italic, underlining. There's another lovely one that I want to let you know. Maybe you are writing or somebody have been writing and you made mistake. You don't want to cancel everything you've written. And you just want to use one line to stroke the middle so that people will know that there is an error there, but they can still see what you've written, but they just know that that is not abiding, is not included in what you are writing because you've made mistake. So we call it stroking it at the middle. You cross it out. So I've highlighted this. I want to try it with this. There is A, B, C with a line across. That is the purpose of doing that. I want to put this to do that. Did you see that there is a line across what I have written? You can see the line across the middle. This is the purpose of that A, B, C with a line. You are telling them that I do not need these bits. Although I've written it, you can still see I'm not hiding anything, but it's just that this is not significant to what we are doing. So that is why I'm crossing it out. You know, so that has been done. Another thing I will show you here is something that have to do with S. There is 2 underneath it. You are writing and you notice that people, you see people writing, you don't know what they are doing. You want them to, you are wondering, why are some letter up, some down? This is the basic skill they are using. This is just the basic skill. The skill is, if you've written what you want to write, you click on this. Any letter you want to go down, if you highlight it, it drops down. And every letter you want to do as a power, when you highlight it again, it goes to do as a power. I'll give an example so that you see it boldly. Let me say 32, or let me read this. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, but I want 6 to be the power. That is, I want 6 to go up. I'm going to highlight only that 6 that I want to go up. Then I'll click on X raised to the power of 2. You can see from there that 3, 4, 5 raised to the power of 6. That is what they call raised to the power of 6. I'm basically letting you know this because it's when you see people writing, say, oh, how did she manage to take some number? I'm just typing. I can't take some number up. I can't take some number down. So this is how it works. It's not difficult to do. It's still a basic internet skill. Good. So are we running out of time? Yeah, let's treat these 3, then we'll call it a day. You know, so we have this other bit. This sort of is like more like a reflective work. I'm going to remove my, okay, we'll use the bottom bit one. I'm going to highlight this. You see how the letter will start changing reflection. If you take note of it, and as I move across all the drop down menu letters, it keep changing, and there are some with color. It actually beautifies work. I love it when I see it like this. It reflects, some is like a mirror placed between each one of the other letter. So you can see by the time you move around the letters, everything is showing different, giving you different patterns, which you can easily use in doing whatever you are doing. That is lovely. Okay, let's try the other bit. This basically is the color. A, B with a pen, brush, and the color at the bottom. That's a sign of you coloring the word and the environment that the word is written on. You understand? It's different from the other coloring. The other one colors only the letter, but this one will color the letter and the environment it is working on. So it is basically called text highlight colors. So it gives you a lot of opportunity to play with colors, and it will not only color the letter, it also colors the area, the environment. You can see very dark, very purple. This color, what color? Dark yellow, gray, you know, light gray is there, black. The black, I can't even see the letter inside again. So let's leave it at this bright color. So another bit you want to check is the font color. This one is called font text highlight color, and this other one with A is called font color. In the font color, there is a capital A black color, and a bar at the bottom. This is without the brush. A bar at the bottom, which is the bar is in a rectangular form. When you click the menu, a lot of colors will surface, and there is a color wheel at the bottom. You can mix your color to suit your taste. So in this one, you can see what will happen. Let's use this bit, the one I shaded this before, so that you can see there's a difference between. So in this now, you can see the environment is not colored, but what can you see? You can see that the letters are colored. unlike the other one, which is the text highlight one, colors the environment and the letter. But the other one, which is just to color just the letters alone. Yeah. So this is how you play with work in Microsoft. Also, I have been able to go across this bit, just this bit, Let's see how time permits us next week so that I'll be able to do more. This is basically like a revision to everyone. So it wouldn't, is what we'll be doing for months and months and months. So it shouldn't weigh us down. So do you have any question? I have been talking for quite some time now. Please, if it's possible for you to unmute yourself or for you to say something, just let me know if you have any question or what I've saying is not relevant to you. Let me know. If it's relevant, let me know. If it's not relevant, let me know. Everybody, we've got our test box, please. Could you please send a message to use the chat before we leave now? We just have 3 minutes. Could you use a chat to tell me what you think about? If you understand, you said yes. If you don't understand, you say no. Either yes or no. It doesn't have to be a lot of things. I'll give you an example here. Because okay. Thank you. Matter have gone taking a lead. If you know if it's understandable, please well done. You can text me to say, please say yes. I'm writing in capital letter. Say yes for I understand. And no, I need more explanation. I've sent a message to everyone, please. Blessing has answered me. Matter, please keep, let it flow, because I need this for feedback purpose. I'm going to take it for feedback purpose. Let us know, so that we'll call it a day. Thank you. I'm going to take a snapshot of it and see where we are with this. Are we still waiting for anyone to say who haven't said yes or no? Madam Joy, are you there? Madam Atunia, please respond. Who are we waiting for?
We are here because the telly is on for the children, that is why.
Okay, all right. Respond for me, say yes or no. Go to your chat and say yes or no, yeah? If you understand, say yes. If you don't understand, say no, you need more explanation. I just want to get the feedback so that we'll have something to fall back on. So that it's almost the end of the training now. We just have a minute to go. Okay. That's it for today. I want to say thank you all for coming. I appreciate your coming. I'll see you again next week. hopefully in the last section, we'll be calling out names of those that have participated in these projects. So those that gone through the Zoom, those we visit, and those that do one form of training or the other with us, we'll call the names out so that we have something to tell for. Thank you all for coming once more, and I hope to see you next week. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.